welcome back to Kim's Creations. As you can see, I have two boards that are prepped. One's a 10 by 10 and the other's an 8 by 8. And I just put down a base, which was a mixture of Deco Art Metallic 24 karat gold. There was some bronze, and maybe even a little copper. So just a whole amalgamation to get this kind of goldy, bronzy base. And I am actually going to be doing blob paintings. I had a whole bunch of blob paints left over from my Smartie tree that I wanted to use up. And I thought I'm gonna do some more of that. And I am just putting down some stencils. And as you can see, I'm covering up the bits that I don't want to accidentally get covered with paint, and just have the parts that I want. And I'm doing the stencil, and then I'm going to put the blobs around it. What I'm doing now is I'm just putting down some of that golden gel gloss, and I am using that to just kind of seal the stencil down, give it something to adhere to, and then I'm going to be mixing up some pigments. As you can see right there, I am using Nebula, I'm using King of Payne, and I have also mixed those up with the gloss medium that I already put down, and I am adding those two colors onto the stencil part. There's not a lot of difference between the two colors, but when you're looking very closely, Nebula has a bit more of a kind of a blue-green shift to it, and the King of Payne is like a Payne's Gray, which is pretty gray with a little bit of a blue shift to it. So that's what I'm doing here, just making sure that I'm covering up my branch on that top one and the ivy leaves that are on the bottom one. So now I've got it all covered, and while it is still wet, I am removing the tape very carefully to hold it down. Now this has all been sped up, and then I will remove the stencil. You want to remove the stencil pretty darn carefully, which is why I'm very careful making sure that my fingers are pressing down on the stencil, and when I eventually lift the stencil up, then I just pull it off with that last piece of tape. You'll see me there. I was wetting a couple pieces of paper towel. I wiped off the excess, sprayed down 2 pieces of paper towel, and layered it just to keep that gel wet so that it doesn't dry and makes it easy to clean up. So there are my beautiful stencils. So I could have let the stencils dry, but I decided not to. I was just very eager to get on with doing the blobs. And you will see that I have a whole rainbow set of colors that I am putting down, and I still have both pieces there because I intend to do them both at the same time. So as you can see right there, I didn't like how that one came out, and if you clean it up immediately, it's pretty easy to clean off, especially if you just remove the excess and then have a damp paper towel. It just comes right off. Of course, the base paint does have to be dry. All right, I'm going to let you sit back, relax, and just watch this progress. popping back in because you're seeing me fix a blob here that got too close to the other one and they kind of ran together. This happened in a couple of areas, so just scooping out the excess, reshaping the blobs, and hoping for the best. You'll see another one down kind of more in the center of your screen. I don't even know when I'm doing this if I've even noticed it, but that blue was a little bit more fluid. Yeah, right there, I'm fixing it. And yeah, caused me all kinds of angst with that, but I eventually got them all fixed and those drops separated. So I just put them a little bit too close, and yeah, this happened a lot through this, and it takes a lot of time to clean them up, especially when you've got other wet dots that are so close to the other ones. But when you're on a mission, you just keep going. This is now about 24 hours later, and the blobs are dried on both of these pieces, and now I'm starting to add the second layer. And we're back, and here is my ivy blob painting, and it is all dry. I do not have any varnish on it yet, but I will spray it with varnish. But just look how that shines. Everything on here is metallic and has its own sparkle. Let's see if we can get in on some of these. Just see all the layers that are in there. I love that ivy. There we go. Aren't they cool? Right. And here's the one with the branch. Much smaller. Again, this one's just an 8x8. The other one was a 10x10. Just with the branch. Super pretty. Small blobs everywhere. Beautiful. And I'll show this one up close as well. See right there. Doo-doo-doo. I just love how they look. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and the next time I upload a video, you will be notified. Thanks for stopping by, and until the next time.